This con
And these things are we discussed in the previous class, and we written one base program how to initialize the basic program in Selenium. Okay, right now I'm going to do one more thing, that is I'm going to tell you a few things on the Selenium, like different types of methods and how to utilize those methods. These things I'm going to tell you. These are syntax for maximize. 1 second, I'm ready. Okay, in the previous session we discussed about the how to create the basic Eclipse assembly basic program to install a specific browser, and how to write what is public static void, this is the main method, how to reference of the object creation, that is WebDriver creation, like WebDriver reference is equal to new Chrome driver.get is the method to open specific page. These are the things we discussed in the previous class. And now today I am going to tell you, in the interview they will ask you how to maximize a particular screen. How to maximize? It has some syntax, and the syntax is driver dot manage dot okay windows dot maximize. You have to remember this syntax. It is very handy and very helpful. With this syntax, we can able to maximize our screen. And there will be one more question. How to navigate to particular page? How we define? By using the syntax driver.get, and inside that we are passing URL as a parameter. Here URL will be taking as parameter. That's it. With this code, this is the things we learn. How to maximize the screen, how to initialize a WebDriver. In the interview room, they will ask you like this. With this code, take this first so that you will get more idea. Okay, and the interview room, they will ask you one more question, that is how to initialize WebDriver or any browser. You have to say answer like this. You need to write like this. WebDriver manager. See, copy this. By using these two lines, we are going to initialize the WebDriver in Selenium. Means whatever the browser we want to open, those browsers we have to open with the help of this syntax. What is the syntax here? WebDriver manager Chrome driver dot setup. That is going to download the required jar files and it will be updated. Okay, these are the three introductions that we get from this program. Okay, see, in the same way, for every program, for everything, I am going to teach you everything. Okay, no need to worry. Now I am going to use all the locators. How we are going to use, observe very carefully. Okay, can you tell me how many types of locators in Selenium?
8.
Very good. Okay, 8. Can you repeat the names? Anyone?
Name,
Yes. Okay.
ID, class name,
Okay.
tag name, link,
Okay.
link text,
Link.
partial, CSS, XPath, and CSS.
Expression CSS. Now I am going to tell you something before using of this locator. There is some methods called what is find element and what is find elements. You need to know this before going to use the locators. What is find element Okay, and find elements. Very important interview questions. And please focus next 10 minutes. Very important. See, find element. I can tell you some definition. Then I am going to use some real-time examples. First, I am going to take find element. This is method in Selenium which is used to identify unique object by using locators. See, you can understand this definition by performing some examples by using locators. See how the syntax will be there, how the method should be there for this. See method. See public and the return type is web element. Find element. That's it. See what happened means if this find element method will execute, the output should be the web element. Okay. If the find element, okay, used to get the find element. Okay, by using find element, which is used to identify unique single object. Okay, single object by using the locators. And the methods for find element is like this. Very simple, guys. Don't confuse. What happened means by using this find element method, that will return the first object in the DOM page. If you use find elements, simple. This is method in Selenium which is used to add multiple, which is used to identify multiple objects. See, with the help of this find elements, we can identify the multiple objects. By using find elements, we can identify only single objects. See, for this also contains a method. Method for find elements. How the method should be there? It should be like this. See, public return type should be list of web element. Means list means it will store lot of elements, more than one element. Make a note, simple, so that if we want a single element in web page, we go with find element. Okay, if we want multiple elements in web page, we go with the find elements. That's it, guys. Very simple. See where we are going to use find elements. See, I can tell you some example. See, I am opening some page like this, Google page. See, in this Google page, I want the links, web links. See, this is the one link. This is one link. This is one link. This is one link. And this is also link. This is also link. To get all the links, we can go with the find elements. Example. Observe very carefully. Very important and very easy, guys. My requirement is identify all links in Google page. Happily, we can go with the find elements. Okay, and my requirement is identify single specific link, single Gmail link. I want only Gmail link. I don't require all the links in the page. Happily, we can go with the find element. Find element return type is, what is the find element return type? web element. Web element means single element. List return type of the find elements. Return type of the find elements is list of web elements. List of web elements that will store some list of elements, some group of elements. If you want to use a single element, you can go with the find elements. See, now I am going to identify some locators in the page so that you will get some more idea. See, I am going to take one application, that is GitHub login. I am going to use different types of application for the sake of our practice. See, I want to identify these elements with the help of this. See, how to identify this specific text box? See, by using right click, inspect, and here, see, it is highlighting. And come, see, very important. See, I want to identify this element. Just click on this, move the cursor here. It is going to highlight here, this tag. What is the locator available? ID. What is the locators available? ID, name, class name, tag name, link text, partial link text, XPath, and CSS. Now I am taking the locator ID. ID is available. See, if I inspect, if I go here, what is highlighting? This HTML DOM page is highlighting. If you take this ID, then it is going to highlight elements. Find this username text box. See, ID login field. This is the login field. See, if I come here, if I place my mouse cursor here, this text field is getting highlighted. So I can use this object. If you don't know where it is available, click on here inspect. This is called inspect. Move your position. See, this is highlighting. Just take this ID. How we are going to use? See, observe very carefully. Very important, and observe very carefully. We need to write some syntax. We already created some WebDriver reference. We know that. And WebDriver reference create chesam kadandi. WebDriver driver. Chepandi kadandi. WebDriver contains some methods. Those methods are get implemented in the different browser class. Here, this is WebDriver is a interface, and this is a class, and this is a reference. I can update you. See. Here, WebDriver interface and driver. You know object creation, no? Anyone? You know object creation? Class name reference is equal to new class name. In the same way, we are creating for the WebDriver for interface. This is called the object creation. And Chrome driver is the class, where in this class we are going to implement all the things. This is class where we are going to implement all methods of WebDriver. Whatever the methods inside the WebDriver, those all are get implemented in the Chrome driver class. So what are the methods available? We already discussed at the time of Selenium architecture. There is some methods will be available. Those methods we are going to discuss one after one, so that you will get more idea what are the methods. See, very important. Different types of web element methods. Web element methods are commands we can take. See, observe very carefully. On the day-to-day basis, I can cover all these commands so that we can get clarification. Click to perform click operation on specific button. And the second one is the clear, to clear data. And third one is the is selected. If it is selected or not, we need to verify it. Okay. And is enabled. Means is it in enabled position or not, that we need to verify. and is enabled, is displayed. Is it displayed on the page? Don't worry guys, for every method I can teach you on the daily basis of the class. Get size, this will give the size of the element, and we are going to use get tag name to get the name over the DOM page. Okay, and we are going to use send keys, very important. This should be the second item. Send keys chala important, so that I am placing second. Get tag name, get text, get send keys, get text. This method will get the text, and we are going to use some more method get CSS value. This method will use, and we are using some more, that is submit method. These all the methods we are going to perform over some applications. See, click. Click means to perform click operation over specific element. See, now I am going to write some sample code. Observe very carefully. I am opening my Eclipse, and I am going to use one by one methods in the Chrome browser, which is belonging to the Selenium WebDriver interface. WebDriver ku సంబంధించిన which are related to the WebDriver, those methods like click, send keys, clear, is selected, is enabled, these all are we are going to use it. I am going to create one more class, and I'm going to make it as a class like demo2. Okay, see, we need to write the logics inside the main method. Type main control space, it's going to open the main method, and then see, we need to initialize the driver. How? WebDriver manager dot Chrome driver dot setup. This method will set up required browser version for automation. Automation ki ye version kavalo, that version it is going to download and set up. Okay, no need to worry. Then we need to create the instance for interaction of all the methods in the different browser classes. See, I am using WebDriver. I am using a reference as a driver is equal to new Chrome driver. I want to use all in the this browser itself. Whatever the methods inside this driver, I need to use inside this Chrome driver. Okay, this is instance for WebDriver to implement all methods of WebDriver into where? Into Chrome browser class. Okay, then I need to navigate to specific page. How to navigate to specific page? I already provided like a definition. See, how to navigate to particular URL, particular page or URL. How to navigate? Syntax is driver dot get. See, I am going to use driver dot get. See, parameter what is asking? A bus pass as a string. String means double quotations. What he required? URL. We are automating which application? This GitHub application. I am going to copy this URL and I am going to paste here. Anyone tell me the syntax for maximize? Maximize of window. I already discussed.
Driver dot
Yes.
dot windows dot background.
Windows
Done.
maximize.
This will maximize the particular screen. Then after that, what we need to do? Then we need to identify the objects and perform these methods over the object, like click, submit, send keys. These methods we need to perform over some elements. See, I am going to identify this object. How to identify? Move the inspector into specific box, then particular thing will be highlighted. It contains some locators. What are the locators in the Selenium? ID, name, ID is available. If ID is available, then we can happily copy it, no problem. Copy it and paste it in the code. How to write the syntax? Observe very carefully. Within the driver, we are using find element. See, what is the return type of find element? Web element. That will return the first matching element of the page. By that, what is the locator here? ID. ID. And we need to pass this ID value as, what is the value of ID? This is the name and this is the value. ID is the locator name and value is login field. What is the thing I need to pass? I want to enter. E box enter somebody. We will enter a text. Correct? We will enter some text. Correct? This text I am going to tell you. See, by using send keys. Send keys, and we are passing some text. Some is asking what it is expecting. Some username. I am going to use Madam Guru is as a username. Now my second requirement is I want to identify the password. It is below the thing, so I want to move this down, bit down, bit down. Then I want to identify this password location. Move the cursor, move the cursor, see. Again I am going to inspect this box. See, if we move here, what is highlighted? The particular text box is getting highlighted. Previously I am taking ID, now I am taking name. You can use any type of locator. If ID is available, no need to go for the other locators. But for the sake of your understanding, I am telling. Same. We need only single button. Find element, by dot, name, password. We need to enter some password. How to enter text in the text box? By using send keys. I am doing some testing. I don't have any credentials. I am using wrong credentials. In the interview room, they will ask you. Very important. How to enter text in text box. By using the send keys method, we will enter text in text box. Happily, we can enter text in text box. Which method? By using this send keys method as a parameter, the whatever we need to pass. See, if I run this code, what happened? This will open this application. This will maximize the screen. This will enter the username in the username field, in name field, by using name, in the password field, entering the password. See, observe very carefully. I can run in a slow manner so that I am giving the thread.sleep. Means what is the use of thread.sleep? I can tell you from the forthcoming classes. No need to worry. What is the use of this thread.sleep? I can explain it. Why now I am using this? To control the execution speed. Basically, Selenium will move very speedily, very speedily it will execute. To understand what's happening at one line or on second line, we are using thread.sleep. See, if I run this code, what will happen? First, we'll open the URL. First, initialize the browser and open the URL. It will wait for 2 seconds. Wait for 2 seconds and maximize the screen. And again, wait for 2 seconds. See, I am giving some quotations, some comments for your understanding. This is not required for our daily basis. Okay, wait for 2 seconds and again enter password. See, if I run this code, what will happen? See, observe very carefully. Run Java application. See, it is going to running the jobs, opening the Chrome browser. After 2 seconds, it will maximize. After 2 seconds, it will enter the text. After 2 seconds, enter the password. See, username, password entering. How we are entering the text? By using the send keys. How we are identifying the object? By using find element. By using find element, we are identifying this property, this property, this property. Now I am going to identify few more things. Observe very carefully. Okay. Now my next step is okay. Now my requirement is I want to click on this button. So first I need to inspect this button. How to inspect? Pass the inspector here. Then HTML DOM page will highlight it. See, this is the DOM page will highlight it. See, it contains name, value, something will be available. We can take name. If it is not unique, we can go with XPath. Same. I am taking some 20 seconds, 2 seconds to halt my execution. After 2 seconds, I want to click on which submit button. Driver dot find element by dot which locator is available for this box button. Inspect it. See, it contains ID is not available. It contains value. In the locators, is it value available? No. In the locators, there is no value. Contains ID, name, class name, tag name, link text, partial link text, XPath, and CSS. There is no value. So I am taking name. What is the name here? Commit. So by dot name again. What is the name of that particular element? Commit. What we need to pass here? We need to pass here text. Here we need to perform click operation. Here we need to pass data. For data, we are using send keys. For click operation, we are using click method. See, happily it is going to enter the username, enter the password, and click on the button so that it says that invalid credentials. See, for after completion of every line, we are denoted with the semicolon. Semicolon. Semicolon or colon? No, semicolon. Okay? Semicolon. See, semicolon denotes end of the particular statement. In Java, after completion of any statement, we need to provide semicolon colon for end of statement. And the particular statement is completed by that colon. If you give this, this statement is completed. If you give here, this statement is completed. If here, this statement is completed. See, now if I run the code, what will happen? This will open the initialize the Chrome driver, open the URL, maximize the screen, enter the username, password, and click on submit button. See, it will run happily without any problem. But I don't know my credentials. If 1 second, I can use better credentials. I can take one more application. See, username, maximize username, password, click on button. You see, saying that incorrect username and password. See, all the operations are completed. Username entered is correct. Password entered is correct. And click on sign in button also correct. See, that is the end of the execution. What are the methods we used to send keys to enter the text and click method to click particular element. Take this very examples. I can tell you one more example so that you'll get more idea. In the interview room, they will ask you one more question. Other question is how to click on specific button. in Selenium. You happily say by using click method. In this way, we are defining methods. Send keys method, we can perform click operation on any button. Okay, by using any button, we can perform. See, I can tell you one more application. Observe very carefully. Now I am going to use one more application. Observe very carefully. As of now, I am using this login. I am using one more application, that is Orange HRM, for the sake of our testing practice. Don't worry, guys. I can give you n number of examples. Okay, for different. See, this is the application. See, username is admin, password is admin123. Admin username, password admin123. What happened? It is happily successfully log into this page. See, now I am going to write some couple of code for this application. See, this is the URL. Say I need to write one more class, that is for demo 3. Very simple, guys. The only thing is practice. The only thing is practice. Main method. See, WebDriver manager data, Chrome driver data. We need to set up this browser. After completion of setup, we need to initialize empty browser. How? WebDriver, some driver reference. Here we can name, give your name also. I can use some Bima, any name we can give, no problem. Or you can give Orange HRM application, any name. This is reference. We can give any reference. How to open particular URL? Reference data. How? Get method we'll use to navigate to specific URL. See, by using this method, copying this code, I am going to move to specific URL. I want to maximize my screen. How? Orange HRM, any reference, dot manage dot windows dot maximize. Happily maximize the screen. Now my requirement is, I want to, after maximizing the screen, I want to inspect this object. This is a text box. Just right click here and inspect. See, it contains some properties. ID. It contains some property ID. See what happening? If I move my cursor here, ID, automatically this text box getting highlighted. See, so I am taking this property ID. I am going to use. How to use? Don't take this orange HR like this. Always take driver. It's good for us and good for you. Find element. By that, what is this locator? ID. So I am taking ID. See how to enter text in this box? Anyone? Through automation code. How to enter text?
Send
Just
keys.
Driver dot
send
send keys.
Send keys.
What are send keys we are passing? Admin.
Admin.
Either?
Which is already there in the existing initial site. Then if we have the
Please go on mute everyone. Now I want to find the object for the password button also. Through how? See, inspect, highlight this inspector, move your cursor to password text area and implement. See, it also contain text password. I'm copying this. The property is ID. And also we have property name also. Both are same. See, I can use name also. By dot name, and we are passing name of the property, and we need to enter text. What is the password for this text box? They already mentioned. What is that? Admin 123. This is the password we are taking. Now we need to get one more thing that is called the button. This is called the button. How to identify this button? Just move the inspector here and it will highlight it a particular button. See, what is the name here? Button login is there, class is there. We can use no class. As of now, we use ID name. Now we are using class. Class and class name both are same. So I am taking same reference. Why dot class name or class both are same. What is the class name here? Button data. We need to click on the specific button. What happened? This button will in this button it is going to perform click operation. If I run without thread.sleep, see how speed it is going to execute. It will execute in a very speed manner. Observe very carefully. See very speed it is going to enter. See it's very speed executed. See I want my requirement is I want to execute very slowly. So I am using thread.sleep to execute some certain speed in a very slow manner, so that I am passing thread.sleep everywhere. We need to handle this exception also. Thread.sleep will give some exception. We need to handle that particular exception. Don't confuse, guys. See, observe. I am using thread.sleep. See, if you pass here your mouse, it will show a bus add throw declaration. Here we can select any type of exception. Throwable is the parent hierarchy, exception is the child, anyone we can pass, no problem. See, it will execute very slowly. For every step execution, it will halt for 2 seconds. See, for every execution, for maximum is 2 seconds. For entering text, 2 seconds. For password, 2 seconds. For login button, 2 seconds. Very simple. Happily log into particular page. See, I'm going to explain one more thing. See, observe very carefully. My requirement is I have one more method. I can copy this and I can create one more class so that I can explain you some more methods on the same code. Please practice it, guys. Very important. And basic programming is very important. I'm going to copy this. Why I'm copying this? On the same example, I'm going to give few more methods. Demo 4, I'm going to okay. See, it is created. See, my requirement is I want to enter the text. I'm going to close here. See, my requirement is first I need to enter text admin, and then I want to clear the text. Again, I need to enter the text. See, I want to enter password admin 123. Again, I want to clear. How to clear the text from a text box? By using clear method. In the interview room, they will ask you how to clear text in any text box. You are ready to answer? By using clear method, we can clear any text in the text box. By using clear method, we can clear any text in text box. Okay. See, I am going to implement. See, this is the web element. What is the return type of find element? Web element. See, if we are performing one operation on this text box, we are going to perform two operations. Yes or no, guys? On this text area, on this text area, we are going to perform two operations. One is entering text, another is clearing text. If you want to perform more than one operation on single element, make a note. Very important. Observe very carefully. Don't confuse. Next 3 minutes are very important. If we want to perform more than one operation on single element, we need to store it as web element reference. Very simple, guys. See, I want to use this text area text box 2 times. One for entering the text, another for the clearing the text. So I am storing this as a web element. See, web element, and I am taking this. Say I can write for your sake. You can understand. See, instead of like this, I am going to use in a different way. See, I am going to take orange HRM data find element. Same I am going to take by using small changes. I am going to change the code. See, this is the identification of the. I am going to commenting. I am not using this. Means commenting means not going to use. See, this is the identification of this text box. Yes or no, guys? On this text box, I am going to perform two operations. One is entering the text, another is the clearing the text. So what happened? I want to perform more than one operation. So I am going to store it as a web element. Web element, some reference. Username text box. Very simple, guys. I want to perform. See, on this text box, first I am going to enter text. Username text box dot send keys. First of all, I am giving Mohan wrong credentials. Later, I giving some time of 20 seconds, and I realized Mohan is not a valid username. So I want to use same reference to clear the text and enter new thing. Okay, I clear the text. Again, I realized I want to enter the proper. Why I am using thread.stream is for slow execution. It's not recommended. Just in the initial stage, we are using. I want to enter correct username. How? Dot send keys. What is the correct username? Admin. What happened if this line of code will execute it? If this lines of code will execute, what happened? First, it will write Mohan, and after 2 seconds, it will clear and write admin. In the same way, we need to write for the password box also. Orange HRM dot find element by dot. We are using the password. I want to identify the password. Inspect. It is also having the name. Text password by name. And I am going to pass parameter in a double quotation. What is this? I want to use this text box more than one time. If you want to use more than one time, any find element, one web element, we can store it as a reference. Web element, I can say that password text box. See, I am going to enter first one text inside the password text box. Send keys like testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. And later I realized this is not a valid credentials. So I am giving some time. Thread.sleep for 2 seconds. And after that, again I realized I want to clear the text. How to clear the text? web element reference dot clear method. Again, I want to enter write text after 2 seconds. Clear method will clear the text box. That's it, guys. Something. For that, I am using this much of code. Actual password is admin 123. What is this line of code will do? This couple of code what will do? This couple of code will enter the wrong credentials and we execute it and with the right credentials by clearing the text. See, if I run this code, clear method will work on the different text areas. It will clear the text for particular text areas. That's it, guys. The orange HRM maximizing the screen, entering first Mohan, then clearing the text, then again entering the text. See, in the same way, again clearing the password, again entering the right password, and click on login button. Happily, it is logging to the specific page. My requirement is after completion of execution, I want to close my browser. I will tell you this also. Take this code, very important. For the clear method, my requirement is make a note. After completion of execution, I need to close browser with automation. Without manual interface, I want to close my browser also. How we can achieve? By using syntax. Very important. In the interview room, they will ask you how to close specific browser through automation. You are ready to say answer. By using driver.close method, this will close automated web page. See, in the same code, I am going to implement the close. See, what is the code here? Here it is successfully login. After successful login, after 2 seconds, I want to close this browser. How to achieve this? By using reference dot, not driver dot close, reference dot close. Whatever it may be. It may be driver, it may be anything. Here, what is the reference? Orange HRM dot close. See, close is the current window. Quitting the browser. If it is the last window currently open, means it will close the browser. See, if I run this, what happened? It will perform all this operation, successfully login, and after 2 seconds, here opened browser will be closed. Here opened browser will be closed. See what happened? My line of code will executed. Entering the text, clearing the text, entering the text, clearing the text, entering the password, and click on the login button. After 2 seconds, it will close. See, 1, 2. It will close the browser. Happily, my execution completed. By using the close method, we can close the particular window in Selenium. Very simple, guys. It's not a rocket science. The only thing is practice. The only thing is understand the syntax. Okay, that's it, guys, for today's session. Actually, today 8 o'clock there is another session now. From tomorrow, 100% I can take 6:30. If I forgot, please intimate me in the group. Definitely, I can take tomorrow from 6:30 to 8. Yes, Ankit?
Sir, please share the class notes.
Yes, yes, sure. I can share you. Just wait for 1 or 2 days. I can share you everything because and also I can create the group because I need to get the final conclusion from myself. Whoever from whom you got attending these sessions, and those persons I need the clarification. Who is permanent, who is not permanent, who is going to conduct the training. Based upon these things, I am going to create. Don't worry. Tomorrow I'll take the session Saturday, but Sunday there is no session. Monday as usual we can continue the session. Okay?
Sir, I had a doubt.
Yes.
సార్
Srikanth.
ఇప్పుడు మనము మెయిన్ మెథడ్ దగ్గర థ్రోయబుల్ అని చెప్పేసి ఒకటి వాడాం కదా, లైక్ వాట్స్ దట్ యూస్ ఫర్ అని?
Means for it is an interrupted exception. If you use that type of syntax, we'll get the interrupted exception. To handle that, we are in throws and throws. I can explain you when it comes into pictorial. Our topic వచ్చినప్పుడు I can tell you in a detailed way. Don't worry.
And sir,
Just
another one,
handling
like,
that particular exception.
sir, if you want to like display our ఇప్పుడు మనము యూజర్ నేమ్ దగ్గర మనము పేరు ఇస్తాము, దాని తర్వాత ఒక 2 seconds వెయిట్ చేస్తాం కదా. సో ఇఫ్ యూ వాంట్ టు వెయిట్ ఫర్ 5 seconds అన్నప్పుడు 5 seconds వెయిట్ చేయాలనుకున్నప్పుడు అక్కడ 5000 ఇస్తామా థ్రెడ్ స్లిప్ పక్కన?
Yes, correct. Yeah, guys, please be
Okay, sir.
online. I can share you one URL for the purpose of the Maven download. One second, I can tell you exact download. Yeah. Hey guys, please use this and download this specific. I'm not sharing the screen or sharing the screen. Hey guys, please be online. I'm sharing. Please look into this, please. See, use this URL, download this bin zip file for Maven. Who are not completed, please take this URL. And I'm going to paste in the chat URL. And I'm going to store in the notepad as well as take this. And I'll share you. Don't worry, guys. Today class, yesterday's class, Maven, download URL. Please download 3.6.3. This version is stable as of now. I'll share you everything, Ankit. Don't worry, Ankit. I can share you by today, everybody. Teju, everyone, please take this URL. Download 3.6.3 zip file of Maven and do the same steps which I repeated in the previous class. That's it, guys, for today. Tomorrow 6:30 sharp you can join. We can continue. Okay? Don't worry. Bye. Bye, everyone. Have a nice day. Take care.